So I'm Pat Hart, and I'm the Executive Director of Womanspace. And I've been here at Womanspace, we're going on 25 years, which is quite a marker. And I will say one of the biggest questions I get is, how do you do that for 25 years? And I can tell you there are many reasons I do this. The work is amazing. The team that we have here at Womanspace is unparalleled. You will never meet more caring, compassionate, and well-trained folks as we have here in all of our programs. The other thing that keeps me going forward, when you hear so many stories that are heartbreaking, people go through things that some of us could never imagine, and still here they are, and they're struggling, and they're working, and they're working. And it's those folks, it's our clients, it's the survivors who come through some of these horrendous experiences and come through it with success, come through it feeling accomplished, come through it as though now they have control of their lives again. And you see them smiling, and you see their children flourishing. And those are the things that keep you. When you are really struggling with difficult stories, it's really knowing that there are successes and knowing that you have a part in that you can help to create programs that are going to support families and help keep them safe and help keep them moving toward the self-sufficiency that they're really hoping for. So Womanspace provides services to survivors of domestic and sexual violence, and we do that in as many ways as we possibly can. One of our goals is really to ensure that everyone knows about us, how to reach us, how to get to us. That's one of the reasons why Community of Lights is so important to us. It builds that awareness. And we do that in a number of ways. I mean, we have a safe house that's 24/7, 365. That means you can call us at any time, and if you need to get safe, that's where you can go. We have a counseling department, and that's our public face on Brunswick Avenue. You can walk in, you can call, you can make an appointment, because so often folks are just struggling with, is this domestic violence? I'm not sure. Or I'm in this domestic violence relationship and I don't know how to get out. So you can talk to a trained counselor, a trained advocate about what your options are, and our counseling office can do that. And we also have a transitional housing program that provides 1 year to 2 years of housing while someone is working towards self-sufficiency. So those are our formal programs, but we also have staff who are placed at DCP&P, formerly known as DIFUS, and meet with families who have child abuse and domestic violence both in their family, which is really a double whammy for them and need all the support they can get. We have a staff member at Homefront who's one of our partners. Homelessness is the leading cause of, domestic violence is the leading cause of homelessness for women and children. And so many of the folks who come into Homefront can really benefit from domestic violence counseling. And so we have someone placed there. We have counselors that are placed at El Centro and Rise, Heightstown, and Trenton for folks who are Spanish speaking. We want to make sure we're available as much as possible to whomever needs our help. And so that is really our goal. And one of the most successful ways of doing that is we have domestic violence response teams and sexual assault support services teams. Those are volunteer driven. So we have about 150 volunteers who go through 80 hours of training and who then respond to domestic violence 24/7 to every municipal police department here in Mercer County. In addition, they respond to the colleges, College of New Jersey, Princeton University, Rider University, and the state police. So if someone goes to any of those places, any of those police departments or the law enforcement agencies within the colleges, someone there will call one of our response team members out. If they go to the hospital on a sexual assault, one of our advocates will go and stay with them through the forensic exam. And our advocates are so well trained and also supervised by us. And it's through that someone who's going to the police department never has to feel alone. And those folks are trained to know what the options are, where they can go, how to help them to access those resources. If they need shelter, then they're going to help them figure out how to do that. So what we're really trying to do is to be everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere. And I'm not sure it's always possible, but I know that's always our ultimate goal, because victims, survivors, they're everywhere, and they're not always speaking it. They're not always talking out loud. They're not always using their voice because they're afraid. And so we want to make sure that wherever they turn, that they'll find a place to get support through us, through Womanspace.
So hello, Denise Taylor here with the Womanspace organization and the 17th Annual Communities of Light. And we're here right now at Jam and Crepes for the post-reception after their lighting that took place here on Nassau Street. Actually coming off of being at the lighting at Robbinsville, my hometown of Robbinsville, which we had an amazing turnout at the municipal building as well. A lot of officers there, and the reading of the proclamation as well. Food which was donated by the Friendly's restaurant. So we are trickling in here into the Princeton area. We're seeing a lot of Facebook Live videos going on as well in other areas of Hamilton, and Senator Greenstein showing up over at the Hamilton Hamilton Foley Park lighting. So we are excited and definitely making awareness this year for the services that Womanspace provides for women and families going through domestic violence and sexual assault, victims and survivors of these struggles that they might go through. So thank you, New Jersey Buzz, for covering this event this year, and we're really excited that you're here with us this evening as well to cover in Princeton. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Liz Lemford. I'm the mayor here in Princeton. I'm very happy to be here celebrating Communities of Light, which is an event that helps out Womanspace. Womanspace has a special place in the Princeton community's heart because it was founded by former Princeton Mayor Barbara Sigmund about 41 years ago. And Womanspace is an important partner for the Princeton community. When we have families that are in crisis because of domestic violence, we know we can call Womanspace for help. And tonight's event, Communities of Light, is it's a symbolic way to show that there's light in the darkness and to raise awareness for people who are in crisis, that there's a place for them to go and people who are willing to help them. So it's a cold night tonight. It's pretty dark outside, but the luminaries are beautiful, and we hope that it'll shine some light in the community and let people know that there's hope and there's help.
This night is so special to me as Mercer County Clerk because we are able to coordinate all of the municipalities in Mercer County to light up and to also pass a resolution honoring the victims of domestic violence. And it's just very special, and it's very beautiful as well to see everybody taking part in this event. So I'm really proud to be a part of it. I've been proud to have been a part of this event in particular for many years now. And I think this year we've really, really outdone ourselves because it is just so much participation, and there is so much enthusiasm that it's been a really great year. And it's been great working with Denise Taylor and with the president, Danielle, and everyone at Womanspace, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
So I love this event more than any other event that Womanspace hosts because it's really about raising awareness, and it's about hope. And every year, year after year, it just moves me tremendously. It's also a wonderful time of the year to have the Communities of Light during the holidays. And when we think about wonder and hope and promise, and it's just very moving. I don't know how else to express it, but it's just such a moving event. And I really want to thank everyone who does participate in any way, which means lighting candles or observing those candles and just giving thought to this important, devastating problem that's affecting humanity.
Hi, Judy Hutton, the CEO of the YWCA Princeton. This event, the Communities of Light, is so important to us, and Womanspace is so important to us. We use them, and they use us too. We have them come in and do many prevention things. They are on call 24/7 for us. We can ask questions. We partner together. An incredible organization changing thousands of lives.
Hi, my name is Kathy Clockenbrink, and I'm one of the owners of Jam and Crepes, and we're very proud to be able to host the Womanspace today and their annual event. Womanspace is an amazing organization and serves a real purpose for women who need a little bit of support to help them go on to the next steps in their lives.
Thanks for being here as we light the luminaries for Communities of Light for Womanspace. The lights, the luminaries, are meant to represent our wish for peace in the home. Everyone deserves that. And The lights are to remind people that there is help available if you do not experience that peace in your home. So it's to remind us all of how much we are in this together.
Joan and I are both board members of Womanspace, and we love the work that we do. And this evening, lighting of the luminaries is a way of bringing attention to the serious problem of domestic violence against women, men, and children, especially the children. And this is one way to remind people that there is help available through Womanspace.
I'm with Princeton University's SHARE program, which is the Office for Sexual Harassment, Assault, Resources Administration and Education. I definitely just butchered the full title of that. But I'm a peer for the program, which means I'm kind of a community liaison between the office and the entire campus community. I serve as the current Vice President of Membership. Just got elected into that a couple weeks ago. And right now we're setting up for the Communities of Light event.
This is my second year in SHARE, and SHARE has been really important to me because I know a lot of people who have been affected by interpersonal violence in various ways on this campus and also everywhere in the world that I've been. And so lighting these lights is kind of a show of support and a show that we are there and Womanspace is there to help people who need it.
Let me tell you a little bit about the SHARE office at Princeton University. The SHARE office stands for Sexual Harassment / Assault Advising, Resources, and Education. And the SHARE office was established in around 1988, so it's been a very long-standing office where we treat and support individuals who have been directly impacted by interpersonal violence and abuse. And now at this point, the office has evolved over time, and so after 2012, after a little bit of re-envisioning, the office does work beyond supporting individuals also to trying to prevent the issues of interpersonal violence and abuse. So we do a variety of different prevention education for incoming students, for students who are varsity athletes, students involved in our eating clubs. We have mandatory programs, we have ad hoc upon request programs, all developmentally appropriate and really targeted to meet their needs. So some of the content we cover is about consent, what it means to seek out consent, and what it means to respect that consent is or is not given. So asking and respecting the answer. We do some work on healthy relationships, on healthy masculinity, and just in general really helping folks intervene when they see problematic situations. So bystander intervention is one of our major initiatives.